20 unique records held by different countries around the world. Number 20. South Korea. This East Asian nation holds the world's fastest internet connection, with an average internet speed of 260 megabits per second. The country has invested significantly in broadband infrastructure and has a widespread deployment of high-speed fiber optic internet connections, which has contributed to its top 1 ranking position. Number 19. India. This massive country in South Asia holds the most Facebook users in the world. Facebook is one of the most popular social media platforms in India, with a significant portion of the country's population actively using the platform. Number 18. Most stunning road to drive. Stelvio Pass, Italy. With its more than 60 hairpin turns, the Italian road is known as a driver's dream, and Top Gear even named it the greatest driving road in the world. It is closed during the winter months, but from June to September, Stelvio Pass is a driver's playground. Number 17. World's oldest living land animal. Jonathan the tortoise in island of St. Helena. Jonathan is indeed a well-known giant Seychelles tortoise. He resides on the island of St. Helena, a British overseas territory in the South Atlantic Ocean. Jonathan's exact age has been a subject of some debate, but it is estimated that he was born around 1832, which would make him over 190 years old. Number 16. Russia. This massive nation produces most of the world's oxygen from trees. Russia has around 640 billion of the world's 3 trillion trees. 25% of the Earth's forests that cover an area larger than the continental United States are in Siberia. This makes Russia the world's largest CO2 converter. Number 15. Niue. The most overweight populations on the planet. This is a small island country in the South Pacific Ocean. It is home to the most overweight people on Earth. Over 70% of its population, age 15 and up, were considered overweight or obese as defined by the World Health Organization. Number 14. China. This country holds the most internet users in the world. As of this month, internet users in China is more than 740 million people. Rounding off the top 5 are India, the United States, Brazil, and Japan. Number 13. Ethiopia. This country is literally the most behind the time in the world. Ethiopia follows a unique calendar system known as the Ethiopian calendar or Jez calendar, which is roughly 7 to 8 years behind the Gregorian calendar, the most widely used calendar system in the world. Number 12. Denmark. Holds the record of the most baby name restrictions in the world. In Denmark, parents are required to choose their baby's name from a government-approved list. The country has guidelines in place to ensure that baby names meet certain criteria, such as not being harmful to the child's well-being and being able to be written and pronounced in Danish. Some of the banned names in this county are Jacob, Ashley, and Monkey. Number 11. Canada. Holds the most educated people in the world. Over 56% of the adults in this great white North nation have been educated at a post-secondary level. Any education that extends beyond high school. Rounding out our list of the top 5 most highly educated countries are Japan with 50.50%, Israel with 49.90%, Korea with 46.86%, and UK with 45.96%. Number 10. Niger. This African nation holds the record of the youngest population in the world. A whopping 56.9% of Niger's population is made up of people under the age of 19. This youth population explosion are attributed to factors like the cultural belief in having more kids, lack of education, and not having access to birth control. Number 9. Japan. This East Asian nation holds the record of the oldest population in the world. 28.2% of Japan's population is age 65 or above. The population of Japan has been aging rapidly due to factors such as declining birth rates and increased life expectancy. This demographic trend has led to a significant portion of the population being elderly. Number 8. United States. This influential country holds the record of most people behind bars. The United States has 25% of the world's incarcerated population. That's 2 million plus people behind bars in the US. Second place goes to China with 1.5 million and Russia is third with 870,000. Number 7. Papua New Guinea. This nation holds the record of the most different languages spoken. In Papua New Guinea, there are 820 languages spoken by its citizens. It equates to 12% of the world's total number of languages. One of its official languages is English. And it is only spoken by 1 to 2% of Papua New Guinea people. Number 6. China. This country has the most smartphone users in the world. Over 780 million Chinese are smartphone users. Way behind China is India with 390 million people and then the US with 240 million. Number 5. Canada. This massive North American nation holds the record of most number of lakes in the world. Canada has around 2 million lakes. This is more lakes than the rest of the world combined. It includes some of the largest and deepest lakes in the world such as the Great Lakes and Lake Superior. Number 4. Russia. This country holds the largest number of military battle tanks. Russia houses more than 15,000 tanks, followed by the People's Republic of China with more than 9,000, then the USA with more than 8,800, and India comes in fourth with 6,400. With Russia being the largest country and having to protect more than 12,000 miles of border, it should come as no surprise that Russia has the most military battle tanks. Number 3. Most diverse country in the world is Papua New Guinea. With thousands of ethnic groups in the country, each with their different customs and their own languages, Papua New Guinea tops our list. Among other top diverse countries in the world are Tanzania, Democratic Republic of Congo, Uganda and Liberia. Number 2. Latvia. It is the fastest disappearing nation in the world. Recently, no other country in the world had a greater population drop than Latvia. According to statistics provided by the UN in 2017, there was an 18.2% fall in the population of this nation. Latvia's population was 2.38 million in 2000 and dropped to 1.95 million in 2017. Number 1. Singapore. This is the largest country with no farms. Singapore is surprisingly able to support its 5.8 million people's food needs without having any farms. There are no farms in Singapore because the island is completely developed with buildings and businesses which in turn make it a very wealthy country. However, Singapore's dependency to constantly import food makes it extremely vulnerable to economic sanctions. Singapore has its food imported from all over the world, so if sanctions were to be implemented, Singapore would just have to give in. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.